So, timer about to go off. All right, well, I got 30 minutes. Let's get it. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on with it? What's going on with it? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I don't got my multi screen ready right now. Oh man, I wanted to showcase that real quick, but whatever. What's going on? What's going on? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So this live stream is how to fix your attention before it's too late. So what is too late? We live in a society now where dopamine is at an all-time high, and dopamine, we always think that dopamine means pleasure. Dopamine really has nothing to do with pleasure. Dopamine is typically just go. That's all dopamine is. It's just go. Like, what's your MO of doing something? That's all dopamine really is. I don't want to bore y'all with all the neurological talk and things like that, because I think that's when you guys typically probably click off the video when I do that. So I'll just keep it plain. Um, if you read a book, it's funny because man, I just did a recent book count and I'm almost like north of 300 books. I thought I had way less books than that, but I just did a count. I think 2 days ago or yesterday, and well, I was about to say what I thought was kind of funny. Well, let me turn up my mic. What I thought that was kind of like funny is that you get to reading so much books, you will see the footnotes in there, books that you already own. And I was reading this one book, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually got that book. It's by Alvin, what's his name? Alvin Toffler, and it's called Third Wave, and then another one is called is it called a Shockwave? No, it's called Future Shock, and then it's the third wave. But the third wave, the whole premise of that book was that Alvin Toffler, he was a what they call a futurologist. Yes, what it sounds like predicting the future with data and everything like that. And he had a pretty good like prediction on society. I think back in the 80s, and he was talking about how like everything seems to progress like at a tenth. So it just gets more faster and faster as we progress through times. Meaning, for example, he was saying that what did he say? First, he was like it was hunter and gatherer for like 3,000 years, and he said that then we shift to I think he said farm life, agriculture. He said that had like a good 300-year run, and then after that we had the Industrial Revolution was like another good probably 30 years. I don't Pretty much everything was moving up in tenths, and I just thought that was interesting. Should I start this live over just to come out swinging? Hold on. Okay, okay, okay. What's going on? What's going on, man? It's Health the Operator, man. Let's get back to it. My bad. I didn't want to start off rambling or whatever. What kind of threw me off, I saw somebody like hop into the extreme, and I thought they might have wanted to chop it up real quick, and I started rambling. Let me just come straight out swinging. So, how to fix your attention span before it's too late. So, how you need to fix this before it's too late is, for one, you can join my free community, Hef the Operator. The link is in the description below, and this is when we can go over things. I have a free course up there right now, and no, it's not just no thrown together free course where it's no value whatsoever. You will get value out of it. You can come tap in with that, and of course, we're going to do weekly calls every Sunday at 9 a.m. for about an hour, which we can either chop it up 101 or we can chop it up as a group, 1-on-one for an hour. And then you can also find in my link on School where you can book me like for a 1-on-one call. And yeah, we can go from there. But how to fix your attention span before it's too late. Before it's too late, the first thing that you always have to control is your environment. You're never going to be bigger than your environment. Why? Because you live in an environment. So your environment, it engulfs you. So this is one of the things that I do talk about in my free course. This is what I talk to with my current clients right now in our discourse. I got another client that I'm about to talk to tomorrow, get them on a program, get them on the right path and everything like that. Because what I want to do with you guys right now is to really hone in on the number one priority of what it's all about the inputs that you put in, right? What inputs do you put in? You eventually get the outputs. It's the small things that turn into the big thing. So that's the thing that I'm really leading with right now. Just taking my clients right now and just having them focus on the number one priority right now. Because what we do sometimes that can be somewhat self-sabotaging, but it doesn't sound like it out loud, is we want to stack too many things that we want to be consistent with instead of just that one thing that you really want to be consistent with. And then eventually you can start adding and adding and adding and, be overall consistent. And, but it always started with having one priority. One number one priority is the way that you want to go about those things. I'm sorry, guys, if I keep looking up. Let me pull this down here. I'm looking up just in case. I don't want to miss anybody. They hop into the chat. Give me 1 second. My bad. I'm kind of live for YouTube live for Rusty right now. Da. Do this. Go to display. Yup. Close that. Drop that down. Studio mode. Boom. I'm trying to have OBS put thing back in there. That's cool. I'm gonna rock it out like this. Be able to see my chat. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so anyways, man, like I was getting to. Wait, what was I getting to? I forgot my train of thought. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just real happy, man, to just give you guys like some real value to help you be consistent on that number one priority that you want accomplished in your life for consistency. So I got a client right now that, fitness is one of his number one priorities. I have another client when, having the stamina to read more is one of his number one priorities. So of course, who's better to come to with things like that than me to actually get you consistent? I'm not just here to give you just motivational, inspirational talk. You see how I am. I'm kind of robotic, man. I mean, I read a bunch of books. I know the ins and outs and the outs and ins of this stuff and how it goes. I know how to prevent burnout. That's why, most services that's kind of similar to mine, what they typically do is, and this is like no hate or no shot towards them, because maybe they do have a system that works. Sometimes they be having their clients try to like be consistent and multiple things at once, and that's really overload. Just like you never just cold turkey certain things because you a relapse. It's kind of the same thing. We're trying to be consistent in something. So that's why my services is offering you guys to be focused on the number one priority to move that needle for you. If that's to be more consistent for your business, is that to be more consistent with your fitness, is that to be more consistent with YouTube or just social media in general posting, if that's being more consistent with reading. And like I said, one of my clients, he wanted to read more because he figured that knowledge is power. And of course, I agree with that sentiment 105% of the way. And so I gave him some frameworks, some simple like tips and tricks for him to stay locked in and focused. So he's loving it. He's getting results. I'm waiting for him to give me some more updates, but everything is going smooth so far. just want to catch up with you guys and touch base. I've been like super, super duper 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 busy, so I'm just back in the fold with this YouTube thing, giving you guys value. Just want to touch base. Let me see. I know, guys. I was on a real good like consistent streak with YouTube, but like I said, I got like super busy, and I had to really worry about the business first, because that's where the value that's where the value is made for you guys. You know what I mean? I didn't want to come back on YouTube and not have this ready made for you guys, and it'd be all sloppy and yada yada yada. Like, no, want to make it right. Wanted to make it right. Speaking of making it right, hope everybody is turning a new leaf this year. Let's get ready and lock in. This year is going to be a big year for everybody. Hopefully, I think it really can be. You just got to be committed, and you just got to be willing to change. That's the number one thing. It's got to be committed and ready and willing to change. Yeah, but we just worry about the number one priority. And, I'm offering like one-on-one mentorships. And also, like I said, I got a free one going on. And if you guys book now, I'm taking the first, let me think. I got a booking that day, this day, that day, that day. I'm taking the first 3 people for free for a one-on-one mentorship with me. And this is so you can be consistent with anything, any one thing that you want to be consistent with. And the beautiful thing about this is that doesn't mean that I'm only helping you be consistent with that one thing for life. Like, no, eventually, once you have a solid grasp and hold on being consistent in that one priority that you have as of right now, then we can add on another one. Now, let's say this. Let's say you came to me and the first thing that you wanted was more focus so you can stay locked in on posting content. That's your number one priority. That's like the needle mover for you. Like, that's the thing that you really want to push. Okay, that's when I come into play and I help you become more consistent in that. And then after we do our mentorship and I give you that one-on-one, and we can it can be a value exchange, and I can pour a lot into you. Then eventually you'll come back, and then your new priority will be probably being consistent with fitness, working out, or eating healthy. Then I can help you be more consistent with that. Then later on, you want to be more consistent with what else? You want to be more consistent with reading. You know what I mean? It's just things like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just want to help anybody that has like a number one goal, numero uno priority in mind, get there. And how do we get there? By the inputs. Like I said, one of the lessons from Zeno, he the one that came with the idea of Stoicism. Zeno's from Athens, so the 300 BCE Athens, right? Anyways, Stoicism, that was one of the main concepts of it. Is only worry about the things that you can control, the controllables, the things and the actions that you take, one step at a time, and that's all you really can do. Like we always try to be outcome dependent, and I mean that's not wrong to have like the outcome in mind, right? That's where goals come into play. But we have to always make sure we're doing the inputs, because we ultimately can't control when the output will happen for us. It's not a matter of if, it's always a matter of when. In the when, we don't want to get lost in when it's going to happen for you. All you need to do is make sure that you get 1% better every day. 1% better every day. That's all we need. That's all we need. But I'm super excited to be back in the fold with YouTube. Like I said, I had to stabilize a lot of things as far as the business side. So we back stable with that, and I'm back in the motion. And I'm so excited. I'm so glad. start this year off right. I'm just gonna build a lot of momentum here, and it's gonna be so cool to get live feedback, live interactions on the YouTube live, and then when we go to my free school community and we get on the live call as a group, I think that's gonna be a beautiful thing. So you guys can really pick my mind and um, excuse me, in real time, and you guys don't even have to worry about trying to ask me the best questions of all time. If you really just want to like vent and chop it up about some of your struggles of which you're struggling and staying focused, locked in, and consistent. Hey man, that's what those free calls once a week is going to be on Sundays at 9 a.m. EST time. So those are going to be dope. Let me double check that for you guys. Make sure that is the case. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm hyped. You know, and it kind of sucked, but it is what it is, right? Like, I'm not crying about it, but I went on like a real short hiatus, but I was just building some good momentum. Like, I was getting some like I was getting some engagement. I was getting like 2 people consistently and live and all of that. Now I know I gotta build it right back up, but I'll bounce right back in no time. No problem. Yep, 9 a.m. EST time. Perfect. Like I said, excuse me, I'm quite YouTube live rusty as of right now. So I think the plan was for me to like show you guys the platform, show you the school platform, and kind of navigate and help you guys click what sections and tabs. So, but we'll do that later down the road. Give you a walkthrough on that. And you can click that link down below if you don't know about school. You can download on your mobile app. I know you can download it on iOS, iPhones for sure. Not so sure about Android. Let me look that up for you guys real quick. And of course, you can get it, put it on your PC. And that's school. S as in Sam, K as in kite, O as in octopus, O as in octopus, L as in Larry. So we got school. Is it for Android? At least AI overview on Google is saying it. You know me, man. I'll be having AI apologize to me. Y'all know I'll be catching AI and lies sometimes. That's a different topic for a different day. But you know, I'm an interdisciplinary learner, so I got like core subject matters that I stick to. But yeah, man, I be grilling it sometimes. Like, this don't make sense. This don't make sense. And I even have ChatGPT apologizing to me sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, school is available in the Google Play Store for you Android users, and it's available via iPhone for all the Apple users. So you can get that right now. You can see me over there. I will pop up. It'll be, what you're gonna type is, let me see if I can find a link. You're gonna type the operator network, and what you're gonna see this black and orange color scheme, and that'll be me. Black and orange color scheme. ON, operator network. It's a play on the illusion. So when you see the logo, it says on, right? So that's a little Easter egg for you guys. Cool. Let me see. Do I want to give you guys a gem, a nugget, or something before I end this video? I don't know, because you already know how the retention is. We already 20 minutes into this live. I'm not trying to be like negative or whatever, but we'll see. I'm gonna probably leave this live as is. If somebody was comments like, "Hey man, you ain't give no type of gem for attention or anything like that," then guess what? I will accommodate you, sir, and I will. Well, you can already click the link yourself, and we'll chop it up in my free school community, no problem. You know what? let me not be like that. Let me give you guys a gem. I'll give you a gem before I get up out of here. So the gem that I want to give you guys is that this might be a shocker, but the old school ways, it's a lot of things with the old school. They knew what they were doing as far as minimizing distractions, so to speak, but like the iPhone. One of them is this: get yourself a physical clock. Yes, you heard it. If that's a digital clock or a physical clock, like an old school, like analog one. I personally got a digital one, and it's sweet because it actually has a built-in little mini trajector in there, so you can aim it at your door, you can aim it at the ceiling, you can aim it at the wall and whatnot. So sometimes when you get up in the morning and the alarm or the clock is going off, you know how sometimes you might want to just sit around for like another 2-3 minutes. You can actually see the time going on in real time. That'll like encourage you, like, man, let me get myself up, you know. And it's better to get wakened by a standalone clock rather than your phone, because your phone leads to distractions, and the first like hour of our day is so pivotal to set the precedence for that day. Just want to give y'all that little snit, that little tidbit. I'm not gonna talk you guys' ears off too much. You know, I didn't want this to be like clickbait at the end of the day. How to fix your attention span before it's too late. Well, I gave you guys one nugget. That nugget is, do not allow for your iPhones to wake you guys up. You guys are going to hit that alarm notification on your phone, and the next thing you know, you looking at 5 Instagram DMs. You looking at notifications that somebody went live while you was asleep. You're going to get notifications that your friend just text you and ask you, did you want to go see the housemaid this weekend. You know, you don't want those distractions first thing in the morning like that. You at least, before you check a notification on your phone, you at least want a good 1 hour as soon as you wake up without it. Like I said, environment is everything. So you might have to it's going to seem like extreme measures at first, but what you may have to do is don't go to sleep with your phone. And I know that's probably like a lot of ways you guys go to sleep, but that's not even good. Typically, guys, you want to at least give yourself 15 to 20 minutes without doing high rapid task switching tasks before you go to sleep, i.e. being on your phone and switching through all of these different apps and whatnot. This really affects your attention for the next day. You kind of have to wind down your brain at night. That's why when I get in my bed for the night, I don't bring my phone in my bedroom. I just leave it in the charger in my workspace, and I just go to sleep. Sometimes it take me like maybe 15 to 20, 25 minutes sometimes to just lay in silence and, you know, go to sleep. But this is programming my brain right to be primed for tomorrow to stay locked in. Yeah, you don't want to go to sleep with all of that rapid task switching. And I know I talked about that on recent lives before. Just to touch on that. See, here I go. I'm telling y'all I'm about to wrap up the video, but here I go. Because once I want to give you guys one nugget, man, I'm about to try to give you guys a little bit more. That's just me, though. I try to over deliver. But anyways, yeah. Well, what was I getting at? Yeah, I don't want to get on no tangent. I think this is a good live to start off with. Nice and easy. Back into the fold. Like I said, you can click that link down below. Join my free school community, and if you click my YouTube tab, you can either go straight to my website, or you can book a call, or you can just click the link where it should say book one-on-one with me, and we can chop it up. Get you guys the results that you're looking for, the number one priority that's on your mind, the thing that you want to get done, get consistent, stay focused and locked in on. That's what I'm here for, man. It's Hef the Operator. Don't be stuck and done forever. Let's learn and grow together. I'm out.